where you're coming from. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for his beautiful books that he's created. I mean, I feel like whenever I read this book in Hawaii, I do this thing where I'm like being a teacher. I'm showing everything because the illustrations I feel like add so much. When people told me that he was going to have paintings in it, I was like, okay, well let's see what the paintings were. I literally was just kind of like, I don't know. And after I saw the beautiful inkwork, which you can see right here on the walls. This one is also in Acoustic Trauma. And this one is also. I'll show you right now. I was completely astounded. I found it very active and beautiful. So thank you so much for your beautiful art. A little bit about this chapbook is that it's a long poem that's been divided and punctured by lyric couplets that are written first in Guyanese Hindi, translated into Guyanese Creole, the dialect spoken in Chapbook Creek Berbice, and eventually translated into English as kind of like a metaphor for the migration that I'm talking about that happens in this book. Sorry if I'm lecturing like that. But teach me. That's a dangerous thing to say to me. But I was lucky enough to be in touch with Rajiv Mohabir, who has just published this book called Holy Woman, and it's been an international success. It's a subaltern history of the migration of women from India to the Caribbean through the period of Indian indenture. And there was a couple lines that really stood out to me in her book. And her book was, those lines were about a couple of queer folks who might have thought, hey, wouldn't this be cool to kind of think about migration and queer, something that's totally not talked about in my home space at all. And that's what I'm talking about. I talk from my own space from home. What does it mean? We didn't know so many stories about gay folks or queer folks in general that work in the communities, etc. And then the et cetera should be here. So et cetera instead. And so she made available these ship records from 1898 from the voyage of the Mersey, in which there were two men, Mungu and Nabi Baksh, who were caught having sex between deaths and were punished by the British magistrate on the boat, the surgeon on the boat, heating up an iron rod and blistering their penises so that they could no longer have sex. So part of this is kind of the colonial, or the history and my own kind of heritage of colonial violence being acted upon my body. And I see these people as ancestors. And now I'm living in Hawaii. I am a PhD student there. I also thought it would be interesting to kind of think about another way to put migration into a different kind of story. The migration of humpback whales is something in the North Pacific that happens every year. These huge creatures travel 7,000 miles round trip, singing songs all the way. And something that's really connected me to my sense of community and self has been the music of my culture. And I try to capture that musicality in this. Acoustic trauma is what happens when the military layers their sonar underwater that it punctures the ears and the internal tympani of the drone of cetaceans. So whales no longer have access to their own voices. Whales don't know how deep they're diving, and they're trying to escape this horrible sound, and so they end up dying from bends, really, essentially. So I thought this was an interesting thought about Christianity and colonization in my family. So, acoustic trauma. But before that, I would also like to, there's a couple of people I'd like to thank who couldn't be here. And, everybody that I listen to back. It's all here. I'd like to thank the Kanaka Maoli people on whose land that's illegally occupied by the United States government that I birthed this poem, right? This poem came to me on their line, and I honor them with my story as well. And I'd like to thank the Indigenous people of this space as well that, we never really talk about. And I'd like to invite them into the room too, because their stories are here in layers in the lab. And then I'd like to thank Frank Stewart, Pete, and everyone at Ghostbird, including your entire family, who's here. Lovely to meet you. Rajiv Mohabir for her scholarship. Faisal Dean, who also blurbed my book and gave me some ideas about this. Andel Gosai, for including me in a larger conversation. For Ian Harderai, who is a filmmaker who came up with this film called Doubles of Slight Pepper. And we're working on, collectively, we're working on this Colitude Manifesto, a new arts movement based in history of adventure and excavating. And I'd also like to thank my partner, Jordan Miles, who was in the Navy and who gave me access to this story. And so, it's kind of like all parts of my life coming together in this beautiful way. So.